we'll take up a third chapter from my book, Secret of Longevity Revealed. Body is a God gift. And we'll also take up fourth chapter, physical body versus mind. So now I'll explain you detail about the physical body. Means the body is a God gift. The details I will tell you. See, from the liquids to a solid, the body is a God gift. See, now the ancient times, people, they understand the worth of human being. See, how we have come is evolution or revolution. Now we are alive as a human being. So basically, how we say the God gift means, see, for many generations, God has taken time for us to make a human. Diversify into so many animals, and then come to a conclusion to make a highest being, that's called human being. It's a gift of God, the body. We have to respect it, So all the physical body are connected to the God. So I will tell you, there are certain, everything detail about inner science of physical body, how it's connected to the God in detail. So we should understand the body is mentioned. Now there are so many courses out there presently for the medical science, how to heal the body and all. Previously there are only, God has given the plants and fruits, so that only they used to live and they used to survive for longer years. 500, 600, 800, 1,000 years. People used to live 1,000 years, body. So now God gift means people think that, is a gift of the human being, that is. God gift is a function of the God gift, see how united it is functioning. See, whatever you are putting in the mouth, it will start functioning according to minerals and vitamins. All it takes, obviously. What a science you see. What a big mystery behind the body. This is all a God-given gift. It knows it. Which fruit and which vegetable, which liquids, when you take it, how it will digest it, how it will function it, how it will reimburse into various other powers and speeds and everything, internal functioning, functioning of the organs, functioning of the body, the bone, neural system. All those things are accordingly, you just put it in the mouth, whatever possibilities, like fruits, vegetables and food, whatever you are eating, it knows it. So it's a given gift, but that science, presently modern science is not able to identify to live that age, because God given it. But that time there was so many herbals and so many fruits and so many Ayurvedic things, leafy things and all. They used to eat. These are the modern foods which we are eating it. You talk about 1,000 years, 2,000 years back. The food which you are eating it is not the same. Previously they were eating different foods. This all are gods. So how the animals knows it, what to eat, what not to know it. That God given it. So the human beings also the same process. So we used to know, we used to smell it, we used to eat that type of foods and fruits and all, So every animal knows it, what to eat. Every human being also knows that time. Very clever. The mind is working more. Mind is acting more. It knows it, what to eat. It addicts it. Even though bad, you addict it. Good and all, it doesn't, body won't say it. If body knows it, once you put inside, it will assimilate it. Where to put, how to, assimilate it, disassimilate it, all it knows it. Once you put the food within the system. So what I am saying is, so that is why God-given gift means the function is each and every one, such a uniquely working out. You take it of any machinery, man-made machinery in the world, all are just through the mind they made it. So anything less, you see, there is no diesel, it won't work. You see, now you don't eat today food, but storage is there as a fat. It reduces it. See, such a system is there. All our absorption system is there in the systems. Every organ has it. Even if you don't feel like eating, it knows it. It's enough. It knows it. What is functioning, the defunctioning of the body. So all you will know that God is given the mission which now present world is not understanding much. Now see simple virus, you take it out. Not able to fight. We are able to struggle a lot to make the body in a defunct it in a such a manner that then only it is healing it. Most of the see COVID, you take it as example, you become so weak because there is no antibiotic things are all like that. See, all are chemically made most, and Ayurvedic there are certain foods and fruits and herbals and all there, but only few people are known it exactly what is the accurate medicine for variant or any diseases. So, but God made in such a manner that He has grown the trees, plants and fruits and seasonal fruits, all are according to the human being, animals, all the living beings for that only. But the tree itself, it is no purpose for itself, purpose for something which we are alive, like we are living beings. God made us because to eat fruits, food, all those things, herbals, all those things. In the olden times they used to eat this type of foods, How the animals used to eat, we used to eat. Now the science has made us to eat different. If God comes and sees our body, how we are functioning day to day, He will go mad. He will get suicide. I am telling you, because what we are supposed to do to our body, we are not doing it. What we are supposed to eat, how we are to live, what are the exercises, what are the physical activities should be there. I am sorry to tell this one, So that is why I studied a lot ancient books, scriptures. In that, saw a lot more things they have written into. So I called it the title, God Gift Body. So the second chapter, the fourth chapter I mentioned is physical body versus mind. Physical body is the most powerful than the mind. If you say that comparatively the world, we talk about the mind is everything. His mind says everything will collapse. That's what this is. I will tell you examples. See, if you take a poison, tell your mind that I am not going to die. Take a poison. And how hard you try it, it is not possible. Because it is not in your hands. Body knows it, how to function it, how not to function it, what is the food which you have taken it, all the digestion enzymes comes and put across it organs and functions and defunctions according to it. You put a good food, it will help you out. A bad food, again it defunctions. A different level. Not collapse, I am talking about it. To poison, then you will be collapsed. Even death comes. So that is why the mind cannot work here. For example, functionalness of the organs, heart, lungs, kidneys, given to the mind. One day, mind forgets it. That time, what will happen? If you forget heart functioning, then heart will stop functioning it, beating it. So what happens? You will die. So that is why body has their own mechanism. Even you sleep also, every organ functions it. Whatever the food you are eaten, whatever your liquid you are taken, all the kidneys started functioning, liver started functioning, and your stomach, all your organs are systematically, unitedly working out. So this is where it happens. You see, any mosquitoes bites and is automatically hand goes and it body says, every cell, every part of every cell of your whole body has their own brain itself. That's what I am saying. So mind, if it is given to the body, then we cannot live this long. So that is why physical body has the most tremendous capacity as itself. It knows it far better than the mind. Mind has to learn what is happening. Suppose pain comes from the body, so mind will it communicate to the mind, then identifies. Then you go on explaining to XYZ therapeutic people and then started healing it. So this is only a security guard of your body. It only helps you to communicate other, because we are educated, we are intelligent than the animals. But whereas animals knows it what to eat, when the uncomfortable comes, it eats it. If the animal's baby is also collapse it, it knows it what to put, what not to put. Animals, mothers knows it. So how the science works out here is God given everything within the system. They can't even talk, animals. They know with the feelings that can understand, and that's God given gift. So that's what the present science is cannot compare with the God's given the body. So that is why always physical body has a tremendous capacity, incomparable. Only 10% of the mind works here, whereas the body itself 90% functions itself. It doesn't know it. What mind knows you are what you are eating every day. Suppose morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you are eating some food. Some food. Mind says to the body, body knows it. Body knows it. What are the minerals, what are the vitamins, what are to be strengthened, what are to weaken. All those things knows it. What you put or depends, it accepts it, and it will reimburse, and it will strengthen it. Suppose you put a bad food, then it affects you bad. If you have good food, it affects you good. So this mechanism, body knows it. That's why where is the comparison mind? Mind you only, what is the education system in the world mind uses is whatever you put it in the paper books and all, that has to be put in the brain, then you write. That's what the whole education system is, that mind works for that, it's perfectly. But experience it, then again body also knows it. See, when you are having a problem, now physical body or internal body problems, though so many machineries have created, the machineries knows it. The machineries knows, okay, deficiency on this, deficiency on this. This is again advanced level of finding out diseases like blood, urine, and scanning and X-ray systems. All are knowing it. Various other diseases we are able to identify. The modern science have created that, discovered that. That's only good thing that modern science is identifying this one. Otherwise, people, how they are dying also people know it. One time when this modern science have not come out, so we face a big problem. So that is why physical body knows it. That is why you should understand. So first of all, basically, what are the God foods which has created to the world? So that has to be concentrated more. More natural foods are the more important. Chemical food try to avoid as much as possible. That's what we always say. So that is why mind is in a different territory. Body has in a different territory. So you have a territory system in this. So you have to take care of the body. So many activities we do it. So many activities we do it. So many emotional activities we do it. So many joyous activities we do it. All those things are all helpful. It may be a good or it may be bad. It depends on your status of your brain. But mind, body impact it also accordingly. Mind can spoil the body. You see, mind can rule the body in a manner. Present world is now 90% of the body is ruled by the mind only. If you want to addicted, okay, drink, smoke, drugs, all those things. Mind says that, because you attach it. And body have a little joy over it, then mind says, okay, now this type of foods I want. So that is why the body defunct it accordingly. So body mechanism is, if you say, itself has a very purest form of God-given gift. So if you try to spoil it, it will again defunct it. See, if it is, I'll take example, the people who doesn't do any activities, body dulls it and it creates obesity and arthritis problem and various other diseases within the system. How it is, we have created it. Body itself has the one, but still it fights it. It fights it not to get fat, not to get deficiency, but still uncomfortable is created more and more through the mind. You are eating, drinking, all those things are putting a lot of bad stuff. So what happens? Body started defunctioning. So we have to understand that. That's the most important. So machineries are replaceable, but here we cannot replaceable. Rehabilitation can be done it. We have to work it out in that manner. Most of the patients in the world are facing various diseases and all. So they are using chemically, and naturally Very less people know it, because Ayurvedic, Unani, herbal, this medicine have been not identified or not much given importance. The World Health Organization or various other medical sector. So they have to encourage this type of natural things. Then you are one with the God. Otherwise, you are chemically, because side effects and after effects. After effects means today it solves, again after some time, 1 year, 2 years after that, affect the same. So after effect SS. Side effect means it solves this problem. The liver problem solved, then comes a kidney problem. So there is a side effects. So this is a system the world is now facing it. They are not understanding. They are not realizing it. No, medical also think twice about that. Now what is the nature's God-given gift? How we are, how we were, now how we are now. All those things, if you go to studying it, I think there definitely be a solution will be there. There can be, many research. If you can see like a virus, how many research systems have come. So many people so many countries are started researching medicines and various how it is coming and all. They are preventing and all. So why can't God-given gifts like trees and herbals and fruits, why don't we study and stop this virus in a natural way? There is a big money involvement. Big countries should be involved in this, in this field. Otherwise, no medical World Health Organization medical division, they have to understand. Otherwise, very difficult. So that's what I point out. Most insisted on that is God has given us to live healthy life for 1,000 years. It is up to us how we live it, what we eat it, how we display ourselves. What are the activities we do it and all. So societies one way is tension, stress, and various other things are all again impacting on organs one way. And second thing, the food which we are eating also is not as proper. And third thing is the medicine which we want to rehabilitate our diseases, and we want to get rid of all these diseases. That also has again side effects and after effects. How the human being can to survive, tell me, more than 100 years? This is the big question mark. One has to think twice. Even medical division has to think, and every person has to think. Otherwise, very, very good. What every food has, the vitamins and minerals and proteins. How it is going to affect. Simple foods, simple nuts, simple grains, how it impact on your physical body. Why don't we eat? Why don't we exercise this type of positiveness? Why don't we eat this type of things? These are a biggest question mark left out to the world, and the world has to think in this manner. Otherwise, we will be discarded from the earth. Already I got that experience. I got a feeling that God has seen all the destruction. First of all, we cut the trees, we pollute our purest oxygen, all those things with the machinery, all those things and all. Whatever the damage we want to do it to the nature, we have done it. And still we are doing it. Still God is coming out to help us, to make us live longer. But can't is simple how we are, how we can be. That's God, what is the nature of the God's human body, unhuman body. That if you understand, you will really understand everything. So that's why mind, most of the people who are solving the mind, hypnotic, clinical hypnosis is there, and there are so many meditation centers, they want to solve the body with the mind. But still, body has own mechanism itself. Because functionalness means you need to eat such a good food. You have to functionalize physical body also should be there. Only mind cannot help you make you disease free. You understand? So that's what my question is always. Several books, several thousands of books. I've gone to various countries. I've seen it. People write only just elementary level, but depth, if you understand it, you will experience that. That's what I have seen it. Most of the times I always concentrate on natural things. nature's given foods I used to concentrate, and I used to eat, most of the ready-made things and all, whatever chemically oriented foods and all, I ignore and I avoid most, that is one of the drawback for us, So concentrate on that, most important, and don't get impact by seeing all the various other people saying about unnatural things. Then you eat that type of things, you'll become like that, you'll become this way. But first of all, basically you should understand that this is really nature oriented, then think it of that, So otherwise, nature is already waiting for it. This all are a parcel of destruction is coming out, only discarding, God is discarding the human being, And all animals are so beautiful, according to the God, only except the human being. Even he never thought that way. He thought of the nature and the God, the earth and the whole universe will become purified because I have given the most knowledgeable mind to this brain of the human. But now we are using in a negative way. So that is why mind is destroying the body in many ways. So that is why, so allow the body to grow in a manner such a way that it will help your brain also to come into a positive manner, and body also should be work out very purest form, and treat and behave to the body in a manner that what God wants it, what the work should be done by the physical body should be done, what the mind should work, naturally work in a positive manner, So all the negativity, the impact on the body, again body will impact on the mind. So this versus is going on. So interacting in a positive and negative manner, and the health is getting spoiling it, So that is why God always sees human beings should live longer. His mind should use for the betterment of a human being. Then only body can be fit enough and in a positive manner, and all the destruction which has been taking place regularly happening in the world is slowly has to be stopped. Otherwise, a lot of like global warming is one side is coming out, and one side is virus is coming out. People can understand it, why it is passing out. So this is the biggest drawback for our the world. When you don't think of this disease, how it is coming, how it is going to stop, what we have to do it, all these question marks have to be fulfilled by the human beings, very positive manner. Then only we can able to survive. Otherwise, this last 2 years now still the way it is going on by upgrading. Diseases are coming out because we are weak. We are not doing any what God wishes it. What we have to do it is physical exercises, all positive thinking, nothing destroying the nature. All have to be stopped, So there is all these are the loopholes to the nature. Otherwise, going to a temple or masjid or anywhere churches doesn't solve any problems. Solve within the body, within the system. We have to come into understand and identify this all. Then only, otherwise, very big. That's what my fourth chapter. Very controversial subject. But most of the mind specialists, psychologists, that talk about mind is everything. Mind can solve big things. So the whole they always say sayings. The whole body is in your mind, not the whole mind is in the body. So that's what they said. So mind is controlling the body. So that's why they always honor mind only. Body always knows it. It never troubles you. Maximum extreme stages it will pain you. Otherwise, no. Any serious cancerous doesn't pain anything. Any serious heart problems, any sugar problems, hey, it doesn't pain much. Very silent. So that's what the God has given, So that is why you have to take care of your body unitedly. There is no machine till now made. Can anybody, such body in the world can make a blood? One drop they cannot make it. Even so much knowledge we gained it. So much medical science, so many machines, so many people can fly in air. Aeroplanes are going in air. fastest train, so many things have created by human beings, so many medical gadgets, but so many technologies, space, they are sending a satellite to the but can't even one drop of the blood they cannot create. See, this is the biggest drawback, because gods cannot compare it. Whatever the God has given it, not even heart, artificial heart, or somebody says some XYZ laboratory has made it, it cannot function like a real human being heart. It's only artificial, or only for a day or 2 or a year or 6 months or maybe, for artificial it functions, like a robot. You cannot compare it with any missionaries. So that is why we have to prevent it, take care of the body in a manner, whatever the guidelines of the gods are there, everyone knows it and we don't follow it, So that is a drawback it is there. Try to not to destroy the nature, try to stop all these things as early as possible. Then only, God will really, change his wish that discardation of a human being can be stopped. So that is only word I get is you need to think of your body as a holy. So that's why the 2 chapters are more important chapter. Body is a God-given gift, and physical body versus mind. So mind is only temporarily, it works you, it destroys you, and whatever it is, many people says in many ways, but body has their own system of godly feelings. So I always, this chapter is very theoretically I have written. Just go through that word by word, you'll understand many things I wrote in that book. So now next chapter we can have it, next episode you can see the 5th and 6th chapters and all.